me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you want to have a good time, just give me a call. What's up, people? I'm sorry. Listening to Queen before recording, not the best idea because you'll end up singing the lyrics. On my way to Mars on a collision course. I am a satellite. I'm out of control. I'm a sex machine ready to reload. Alright, we're gonna continue. Made a long ass episode last time. That shit was like over an hour. We're right here. Don't stop me. Don't stop me. Don't stop me. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Have a good time. Good time. Obviously, I wouldn't want to risk possible complications by going running now. Besides, Emmy will never know. And I think she's given up on me in any case. Walking it could be nice anyway, just to get to know the area. There's a big forest in the hills behind the school, or I could go down to the convenience store. While still dabbing the moisture off my skin, I set out to find my uniform. Quickly button on my shirt and pull on my pants before going outside. Normally during this time of year, I'd be eagerly awaiting summer vacation. Having only been at school for a little over a week, I don't really have that kind of feeling. Still savoring the school life and considering the sharp and awkward turn my life has taken. Haven't had the time to become preoccupied with getting free of it. You know what? There is really no reason for this music to be on because I have my music on. Besides, once vacation's hit, it'll be a surprise from me if I'm not expecting it, especially with the end of terms exams looming ahead. Doom, 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 doom. Fucking Weezer. Yes! At least I don't have any catching up to do with my studies. My diligence has finally paid off. Mobile is a piece of crap. My fashion sense is a little whack, and my friends are just as greedy as me. I didn't go to boarding schools. Preppy girls never looked at me. Why should they? I ain't nobody got nothing in my pocket. Sounds just like me, dude. Push myself past the boys gathered in the doorway and flop into my seat. From the corner of my eye, I can see Shizune and Misha pause their unavoidably animated conversation and almost simultaneously turn in my direction. Come play with us, Asao. Forever. Red Bomb. They clearly want something from me. I could tell from the way Shizune smiles. It's too obnoxiously bright to be sincere and too calculated to be spontaneous. Good morning. Not really. Her greeting is made of 100% cheer and bursting energy. Morning. Failed to put either of those into my response. You don't look very energetic. No wonder. I don't feel very energetic either. Think I didn't sleep well, but I'm not sure. Ah! Every time she does that, it seems like she's like jumping in for a hug or some shit. It's just like, okay. She just smacked the shit out of me. She slaps me in the back and grins. Cheer up a bit. It's a great day. What's so great about it? Catch Shizune's eyes. She has a strange, focused expression on her face, but she furrows her brow a little at direct eye contact and looks away. For a moment, I think that Shizune caught a glimpse of my worries, somehow, and is pondering how to respond. But then she quickly straightens her glasses, and with them, her expression. Anyway, we were wondering if you're still interested in the student council position. No! Fuck you! I'll have to worry about that shit later. Because we're going to make an offer you can't decline. Wait, what? I wasn't really interested in the first place. You're putting words in my mouth. Not as such, but wouldn't it be nice to hang out with us every day while also being useful to your school? Well, to tell you the truth, I kind of joined a club, so it'd actually be sort of hard for me to join the council, too. Even if I wanted to, which I don't, as said. Hold up. My fucking back itches. So bad. Is that so? Which club is it, He-chan? The art club. Bitches. Shizune's eyes glint in a sinister way as she scowls at me. With the way she looks, I'll be expecting the art club to lose its funding before lunch break, or the art teacher to mysteriously disappear from the face of the earth. Before she manages to comment, the teacher finally enters the classroom, getting Shizune and Misha off my back and sending everyone rummaging in their bags for books and pens. I did join the art club, but the first meeting didn't really boost my confidence. Not really sure what I'm doing it for. Wish I could draw like Rin, but I don't know what I could do if I could. To what end would I use such a skill? Become a fucking great artist like fucking like the dude who did the Sistine Chapel and shit. Become fucking legendary. Fucking Kiss, dude. Hell yeah. Ignoring the teacher's sleep-inducing voice, I opened my notebook to an empty page and pressed the needle-sharp graphite tip of the pencil onto it. What to draw? Can't really think of anything good to draw. As I hesitate to raise my hand, a meek black mark left on the previously blank paper seems aggravating. Can't even seem to get the starting line, let alone get started. It's almost a physical feeling of being held back. Annoyingly, reminds me of my failed attempt at jogging with Emmy. I look out the window in desperation. Right then, a small bird takes flight from one of the cherry trees that grow everywhere on the school grounds. Can't really see it clearly, and it's not like I could tell one tiny bird from another. But I pick it as my subject anyway. This dude still draws better than I do. Conjuring up the image of the bird in my mind's eye, I turn my gaze back to the notebook and deliberately draw a thick line across the paper to get started. Seems to be mocking me, as I can't follow up right away. Still, it's a start. Getting started is good. Slowly sketch the picture on the notebook page, the image in my brain becoming clear as the drawing takes shape. It's really nothing, but it just that nameless nothing bird on paper, but that's not important. My hesitation fades into the background along with the teacher's voice as I continue my struggle. The feathers from a simple pattern in my head, but on paper it's a mess of too many rough lines despite my best efforts. Still better than I can fucking draw. I realize that I don't really know what a bird's wings should look like. Even if I had tried to think about it, I even put the pencil down and closed my eyes for a moment, trying to trace the shape of a wing in my mind. Being this serious about it all of a sudden makes me a little frustrated. Death Star's Virtue Device. Love that song, dude. Our class in middle school was the easy class in between exhausting subjects like math or Japanese. But there's this other side to art, the one that you see when you don't just fool around. It looks like a completely different thing. He-chan? Look up to see two girls staring back at me. Misha and Shizune have carried their chairs to my desk and are now standing by my sides looking at my drawing. How long have you two been there? I think you need more practice. Fuck you, that looks awesome. I would have been like, are you kidding me? This bird is bad as fuck. Shizune draws a few sharp signs in the air between herself and Misha. She-chan agrees. Rin said the exact same thing yesterday, but why did it sound less condescending? Shouldn't judge before I'm finished. Besides, I don't know don't you know it's bad luck to see an unfinished piece of work? Misha cracks in exuberant laughter like she always fucking does. What? Don't be silly. There's no way that could be true. Whatever. Shizune's eyebrows furrow dangerously, and the movements of her hands become abrupt, like the slashing of a knife. You should learn to take constructive criticism better. I would if you actually offer some. I know I'm getting too defensive and that Shizune is taking advantage of it, but I can't help it. What are you two doing here anyway? Misha wags her finger admonishingly at my nose. Tisk tisk, Shi-chan. I mean, not Shi-chan, He-chan. I still can't get over these fucking names. Were you not listening to the teacher at all? We have a group assignment now. Nod bleakly and let them take the lead. So what do you think of the lesson for today? Not much of anything. I didn't listen to a word of it. Misha slaps her forehead and shakes her head theatrically. You don't study either, bitch. What are we going to do with you, He-chan? Threesome? Luckily, Shizune and Misha together are more effective than 3 or 4 normal people, so I can mostly slack on the assignment. I try my best to offer at least some assistance, but I end up mostly useless. Being mostly useless. Oh, excuse me. Teacher keeps us in class 5 minutes past the lunch bells, but eventually lets us off the hook. I quickly stuff my books into my bag while Shizune and Misha carry their chairs back to their own seats. The failure of a bird drawing ends up crumbled and stuffed in my pocket as I hurry outside. Changing chapters. After that morning class and throughout the week, I keep bumping into Rin. Hello. This is somewhat natural, as our classrooms are adjacent, but rather than just cross paths in the hallway like people regularly do, we seem to pause at the sight of each other. We invariably end up talking a bit, or just silently hanging out together. I think I'm getting used to being quiet in Rin's company. Used to being quiet in Rin's company. Yeah, I said that right. As it doesn't feel as awkward anymore. I am, by nature, somewhat introverted like her, so we fit together well. I think it's actually an anomaly for someone in this school to be so quiet. Most people here seem to love socializing. Something that I've noticed already, even though I haven't been here very long. People here talk a lot, and they talk all the time. It's a rare case when I see someone sitting alone, just spacing out or whatever. What about Hanako? Oh, never mind, she has Lily. Obviously, there are people like that here, too. That Hanako girl and myself, just to name 2 from my own class, but overall, there are a minority. At any rate, I wouldn't exactly call what Rin and I do socializing either, but it's something at least. These occurrences themselves don't bother me, but the fact that they happen at all does. I'd hesitate to say that we are drawn together by something, but we certainly act as if we were. However, the sense of budding friendship is completely wrecked every time Rin opens her mouth. Can I listen to your heartbeat? She says this or something else about it as outrageous, and I have to fend off whatever nonsense her mind has cooked up during the preceding class of the subject that she is not interested in. Seems Rin has taken a shine to my heart condition as some kind of an extension of her own interest in the odder disabilities that people have here, and the consequences of said afflictions. As I stand in front of her for a second too long, looking as flummoxed, I don't fucking know. As I am, she concludes it is necessary to further clarify her request. I know I can, but I mean, will you let me? Why? Do I need a reason? I'm usually pretty bad with reasons. Not per se, but if you want to do it, you probably do have a reason. That's kind of clever. You're smarter than you look. Also, I'd rather you not. I think these things should be private. Yeah, private. I get it. She mind fucked, dude. She is. I don't know what else you guys want from me. She's a mind fuck. I couldn't help it. Like, when I saw the choices that I had to make, I just was desperately trying to get to her story, to be completely honest. So I reloaded like 3 fucking times from the very beginning of the fucking game. Or story, whatever you want to call it. I can tell you something though. If it amuses you, I'm pretty sure it will. My heartbeat does sound very weird because of the, condition. And I hear it all the time. So you're paranoid. It's not a question, it's a statement. No, I'm not paranoid. The doctor said that abnormal attention to heartbeat is a common symptom of my condition. So for you, it's normal to be paranoid. It's not a question either. One could say that me being like this in the first place isn't normal either, but what the heck. Paranoia fits me fine. I don't think it's something that actually can't fit anyone or anywhere. I ate an orange today for breakfast. How was it? I'm vaguely proud of myself managing to keep up with Rin's sudden change of topic. Excellent. I don't remember when I last ate an orange because it's annoying to peel one. It's on the list of things I want to learn properly. How come you ate one then? Emmy had some and she peeled one for me. Good for you. Rin stretches her back and yawns and says nothing further. She throws me a glance from the corner of her eye while she watches people pass by, but I couldn't say why. I realize, though, that this is the first time I've talked naturally about my condition with anyone in a way. A group of boys walk past us to Rin's classroom, but she doesn't pay them any mind. They pay none to her either. My mind wanders off, spurred by the silence. Maybe I should have let her listen to my heart. It's not like it matters. Nothing really matters that much at the end of the day. I start feeling depressed for no reason again. It's like a tidal wave out of nowhere rolling over my consciousness, submerging me underwater. I feel a sigh coming out of my mouth and I turn away from Rin, pretending to read a poster on the wall. It's an advertisement for the school festival, promoting an event almost a week past. Hold up. Need to relax, even though I have a hard time fucking recording when relaxed because I nearly passed out last time because it was fucking like 4 in the fucking morning and I'm trying to fucking record for you guys at 4 in the fucking morning. I have insomnia, bitch. I don't sleep. Ugh. The difference between me and Rin is that I'll be more likely than not dead before turning 30, while she can't eat oranges without help. Can't decide which one of us is worse off. See? I fucking laugh at dark humor. And I fucking... I don't know, just, I see a video of a fucking dude getting his head cut off with a chainsaw. I laugh at it. I'm a fucked up individual and I'm proud. I try to grasp the passing of time, but it seems hard. I'm still used to the rhythm of the hospital, where trivialities such as the day of the week or time of day didn't really matter. Everything was the same, no matter what. Rediscovering the significance of time is an oddly disorienting experience, and I find myself enjoying the fact that I can categorize events in this fashion. Wow, you have a really shitty watch, dude, just saying. Relevancy of a ticking clock is surprisingly delightful, but I decided to start wearing an analog wristwatch, something I didn't use to do before. When I finally asked Rin on Thursday about something that's been bothering me for the entire week, it's already lunchtime. You guys have fucking lunch at 11:05, you lucky son of a bitch. Oh, 11:06. The time is somewhere between 11:06 and 11:07, as my watch doesn't have a hand to show seconds. It's the old-fashioned kind with the black leather strap and titanium casing. Doesn't look flashy, but the wristwatch doesn't need to. Hey. Hey. Hey, bitch! Do you hear me? Or is it lagging? Yeah, it fucking lagged. That's gay. Remember that sketch you made of me? How you said I looked grim and gloomy or something? I'd like to know what you meant by that. She gives me a weird look and tilts her head a few degrees to the left, but doesn't say anything for a while. Well, you see, we've known each other for 2 weeks, and I haven't seen you smile even once. Her striking observation gives me a pause. Just, damn, I am fucking depressing. He had an epiphany. Have I stopped smiling? I have to take what she says as truth. She has no reason to lie. Something about the way she puts it annoys me. I frown at Rin, then try to correct my expression to look less depressed. I haven't been in the cheeriest of moods during the past few months or so. This is true. Does it show so much that someone like Rin can tell after so little contact with me? Should I try to smile more at Rin? Maybe she could appreciate it, having such a neutral face herself almost all the time. Have I really stopped smiling? I see. Should I smile more? I don't mind either way. Be as you are. You can't help being Hisao anyway. But it bothers you? I just noticed it, that's all. Oh, God! The other fucking ball of cheerfulness. Emmy skips along the hallway, jumps to a sharp stop when she reaches us, and lightly pats Rin's shoulder. Ready for lunch? Depends on what lunch is today. Remember that stew from March? Never again that. Yeah, let's go anyway. I'm starving. As they are about to depart, Emmy turns from her friend to me, seemingly as an afterthought, and smiles charmingly. By the way, Hisao, her tone is way too sweet and soft to be sincere. I can sense the trap to be sprung upon me by this miniature health devil. I know what she's about to say, even before she continues, because I've been trying to avoid her all week. I still haven't seen you at the track this entire week. Maybe I've been there when you haven't. Not likely, dude. Exactly. That's impossible. I'm there all the time. But you sleep and go to class. Actually, she does not go to class because she is a year older than you and has already graduated. She's just fucking there. I do those... Oh, shit. Hold on. Well, she does go to class, but... you guys wouldn't get it. I have to do her story. Frack, where's my lighter? You and me, bae. Hi. Fucking Def Leppard. Hell yeah. I have like the mic resting on my fucking chest again like yesterday because it's a comfortable fucking way to record. And I have my hands free. to fucking grab my fucking lighter, my drink, anything that I need. My phone, which I don't know where the fuck it is. I do those at the same time as you do. Yeah, I know. I just haven't been able to pick myself up. Don't rant me out to the nurse, okay? Running just isn't my thing. I haven't come up with a good alternative. Why don't you come to the track meet this weekend? Maybe you'll get inspired. Track meet? Yeah. People from a few other schools come here for some friendly track and field action. It's on Sunday afternoon. Can't think of any reason not to go. Sure, I'll come and cheer for you. I guess you'll be running? Of course. You'll get to see me beat them all. But bye now. If I don't get something to eat, I'll die. See you later. Yeah, with your scrawny ass. You will die. Byron. Promise I'll smile next time. Call after her as a bit of an afterthought. Afterward, I feel embarrassed about it, and I wonder why I said anything at all. Because you're his Sal, and I remade this picture, and it looks fucking hilarious. That night, when I'm doubly certain that Kenji won't be barging in the bathroom, I look in the mirror and smile at my reflection. You have a very weak fucking smile, bro. The me in the mirror smiling at the me in the bathroom looks awfully fake. How much time have we been recording for? A decent amount of time. Not much, though. Having exhausted the books Kenji lent to me in just a few nights, I go back to the library, deeming it a safer alternative for getting my reading fix. I return the books that he had stolen while I'm at it. To Yuko's delight, I don't tell her where I got them, though. Wow, you sure read a lot, don't you? Yeah, I guess I do. I mean, I do. Even I think it's weird. I think I might have a reading problem. Maybe I'm a junkie. No, I didn't mean it that way. It's not weird at all. And being addicted to reading is a lot better than being addicted to something else. What are you implying, little missy? Were you a crack fiend? Do you need your fix? Yeah, I know. It was a joke. I wasn't joking. Smile at her reassuringly and drop the books on the counter so Yuko can check them out. I feel tired, so I sit down in the vacant chair in front of her desk. While Yuko goes through the modest pile of reading material I found, I let my gaze wander around the library. At the tables, a pair of girls is chattering in hushed tones rather than working on their homework. Short-haired one notices me looking in their direction and waves at me. When I raise my hand back, they glance at each other and giggle in unison. I'm not sure how I should feel about that, so I decide it's a good thing. The one who waved at me has a horrible case of epilepsy. I saw her having an attack a few days ago. It was one of the most disturbing and scary things I've seen in a very long time. Waste my hate! Fucking Metallica, yes. Yet there she is, happily chirping away about whatever, as if she didn't have a care in the world. You know, this school is really something else. Yuka raises her eyes from the books she was going through, slightly startled. She adjusts her glasses and puts on a nervous, confused smile. What do you mean? Don't really know how to explain it. It's just that everyone's so active, or how should I put it? It's not just the festival thing, I think. Even though I haven't been here that long, but it's everything. People talk more, work harder, and just are more than in any other school I've seen before. struggling for words, but it feels like I'm speaking honestly. Apparently, I did this choice before and it led to a bad ending, so I'm not fucking doing it. Because like last time, I had to fucking load and fucking do shit over, and I'm not doing it again. Fuck you. Feel like I need to start moving in some direction, too. That's how this school makes me feel. I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah, me neither. Suddenly I realized that I've just been babbling my thoughts to Yuko out of the blue. She's a bit of a jumpy person, so I fear I might have made a bad impression. She's looking at me with what I hope is curiosity rather than horror, so I figure she's alright. Sorry for suddenly talking about weird stuff like this. Didn't mean to trouble you. Oh no, it's not troubling. Happy to listen if you feel like talking. How about we talk about something else? It's called how to grab the alphabet and mix and put U next to I. Cheesy as fuck, I know. Makes me feel a little reliable too. Yuko smiles sweetly and a little bit ironically at that. I respond with a thankful smile of my own. As she pushes the knee stack of books across the counter, I stand up and gather them in my arms. Here you are. Thank you. I guess we'll be meeting each other again. Please come here anytime. Yuko's kindness is heartwarming. You can count on it. See you later. In the bedroom. Just I'll waste my hate. No, got time to waste my hate on you. Think I'll keep it all for myself. For myself. Fucking love this song, dude. The morning of the track meet meets me with a brilliant sunshine from a crystal blue sky. While I leisurely stroll towards the track, I decide this is a good sign. Of what I'm not sure, this event isn't as exciting for me as it seems to be for a large portion of the student body. I'm even less interested in watching sports than I am in participating, but cheering for Emmy is a good cause. I'm not expecting this to be any sort of amazing and spectacular experience, but it can't hurt. I'd probably be spending the time reading while cooped up in my room otherwise. When I approach the bleachers, I spot Rin emerging from the crowd right before she spots me. You came. Of course, I said I would, didn't I? That doesn't necessarily imply that you had to follow through. Lots of people say things that don't mean them. Well, I don't. Rin shrugs, seemingly bored with our conversation. She turns on her heel and heads back toward the stands. So are you excited about this? Not really. Me neither. Then why did you come? Why did you? She doesn't reply at all, so I decide not to either. We enter the bleachers and Rin nods upwards. Up there. Rin leads the way, and soon we settle down on an almost empty bench. Hello! I'm sorry, Rin. I've made another decision. Fucking Emmy's mom. MILF all the way, dude. God damn. It's such a horrible thing to say, but it's so true. There's an older woman sitting next to Rin. Someone's mother, I assume. She's got rather long hair done up in a braid. On seeing Rin, she gives an oddly familiar-seeming grin. Well, this is surprising. I thought you went to get a snack, not a boy. Huh? Just what? This is no good? The woman laughs at Rin and shakes her head, apparently unable to find a comeback for that. I know the feeling. Well, I suppose you've always been one to go out for one thing and bring back another. But I'm being rude. I haven't introduced myself. I don't know if that's Miko or Maiko. I'm not sure. Ibarazaki. I'm sure that you know this girl. You've at least met my daughter, too. Pleased to meet you. And that explains it. She's like a taller, older, more motherly Emmy. Apart from her hair being somewhat darker than her daughter's, there's really no mistaking the resemblance. Yeah, she totally took after her fucking mother's side completely. Sorry, I'm Hisao Nakai. Nice to meet you. Here's my card. Yeah, I'm Rin Tezuka. Mrs. Ibarazaki laughs again. She really does resemble her offspring, and then leans back a little on her seat and raises an eyebrow. So, now that we all know each other, how long have you and Rin been dating? 2 weeks? My response consists of silence as my brain suddenly lurches into gear. But just before I can begin to utter a hastily babbled explanation, Emmy's mother bursts into laughter again. You're a blusher, aren't you? I don't know if there's any way to keep my dignity in this situation, so I had to settle for a mumbled response. We're not. I know, but it's funny to watch you squirm. I'm sorry, forgive an old woman for her amusements. Old woman, my ass. She chuckles to herself again. Old woman? Exactly, dude. Like, really? Calling yourself old? That's like an insult to yourself. She sure doesn't look that old to me. She don't look like a day over 21, my friend. Suppose I can let it go. How kind of you. It's starting. She's like, I'm about to wreck all these fools because my legs don't get tired. Yeah, because I have no legs. Well, I have legs, I just don't have fucking the bottom portion of my legs. I direct my attention to the track where they're preparing for the first sprint. It looks like the 400-meter dash. My eyes scan the runners before finding Emmy. She's smiling with an almost cocky look on her face. She's like, I'm about to wreck you all. The starter raises his pistol. Blam! Emmy explodes off the block, disappearing from the starting line in a blur. It's amazing. Even as the other sprinters converge on the lanes closest to the inside line, Emmy surges to the front of the pack. That chick is just like, fuck! That chick looks a little bit too happy. That chick looks slightly fucking angry. And that chick's eyes are really fucking big. And I can't see this chick over here. By the time she rounds the final turn, a few of the other runners have caught up with her. But she puts on a final burst of speed that leaves them at least a half a second behind. Hold up. Shit, my cigarette went out. Be fucking narrating so damn much. Mrs. Ibarazaki whoops and shouts, applauding wildly and generally looking like any other parent cheering on their child. Emmy bounds off the track, looking pleased with herself. I cheer right along with the rest of them. The announcer, sounding suspiciously like Misha, gleefully gives the results. I think she's gotten faster since the last time. That was incredible. Mrs. Ibarazaki grins proudly. Emmy is a heck of a runner. We fall silent as the next event prepares to start. I'm surprised to see Emmy striding out onto the track again. Wait, didn't she just run? Emmy's mother nods. Yeah, she runs multiple events for the team, especially the sprints. It's a lot of running, but Emmy can handle it. From the look of things, she's right. Amy doesn't appear to be tired, as if she hadn't run the previous event at all. If not for the sweat visible on her shirt, you'd never know. Which event is this? It's the 200-meter dash. She'll do this one, the 100-meter, and the relay. I see. Once again, the pistol sounds, and once again, Emmy flies off the block. A thumping sound draws my attention away from the race. It's Rin's foot. She seems completely absorbed in the race. Emmy's mother cheers again, and I assume that the race is over. Sprints don't seem to me like they'd take very long to complete. Your foot. Your foot was bouncing on the bleachers. Oh. You seem pretty into this stuff. I'm surprised. Thought you said this wouldn't be exciting. I suppose you're right. It's not that interesting. But I'm watching Emmy, not the sport. You lesbo. I'm just playing. I don't follow. Emmy is the most Emmy when she runs. You don't get to see Emmy at her Emmyest very often. Mindfuck. But here, you can. See? She directs my attention towards the track again, where the 100-meter dash is about to start. I watch Emmy closely. As she gets onto the starter blocks, her whole body seems to relax, but it's a false relaxation. I can see that she's actually like a coiled spring. She's like, yeah, but what the fuck this shit up? Emmy's story is so much fun to fucking play just because it's so bootleg. I'm going to fucking have fun with that. As the starter tells everyone to get set, her head snaps up and her eyes narrow slightly. Her mouth curls upward into what could be a grin and it could be a growl. When the pistol goes up, it had been released from a cage like she was always moving at this blinding speed. But we couldn't see it happening until the starter's pistol dispelled the illusion of motion and motionlessness. As soon as she crossed the finish line, the fierce look was replaced by her normal grin. The conquering general returning to his farm. Amazing. She's really amazing. I've never seen anyone move that fast. Well, don't look at me. I'm too relaxed to run that fast. No, I think Emmy's prowess all came from her father's side, and her looks all came from you. Not even gonna go there. At the mention of Emmy's father, Mrs. Ibarazaki looks wistful, almost sad. He got her into running, you know. Ah, really? Didn't know that. I leave it at that and don't say anything for a while. I get the feeling that this is something personal I shouldn't ask about. A beeping noise suddenly emanates from Mrs. Ibarazaki's pocket. Where is there a pocket on that thing? Reaching into it, she pulls out a cell phone and looks at it. Honestly, text messages? What is he, 16? Oh, nothing. Got to meet up with a friend of mine. Will you tell Emmy I'm very proud of her and that I'll call her later tonight? Of course. And I'll be calling you. I'm so terrible. While waiting for the relay to start, I peer at Rin. She seems uninterested in her surroundings, myself included. The remark she made before is still stuck in my head. Emmy is the most Emmy when she runs. It does make sense now that I think about it. After seeing her run now, I can believe that Emmy gives her all on the track. Sports are more than a hobby or even a competition to her. They're a defining aspect of her life. What about Rin then? Does she feel the same way about art, considering the persistence she displayed before the festival? Could easily believe it. Did I see Rin at her most Rin? Her Rinniest? This sounds so retarded. When she was painting the mural? The relay is about to begin, but I don't see Emmy anywhere. Thought Emmy ran the relay. She runs anchor. So she won't be running for a while yet. I need a drink. Did you see it? Huh? Emmy at her Emmyist? Maybe. Maybe this time. The race begins and I cheer Emmy's teammates along as they pass the baton. Okay, now I can actually see that chick, and she's just like, oh! Finally, I see Emmy sprinting onto the track to take the final handoff. Once again, I'm taken aback by how graceful she looks when she runs. It really is beautiful. The look of determination and fearlessness on her face only adds to the picture. There's a piece of fucking hair on my mic. Emmy at her Emmyist, I suppose. Emmy flies across the finishing line with a great leap, just barely ahead of the next runners, but still in first. Oh, well, let's go down. Gotta crown the victor. See if you can find a laurel branch. Not likely. That's not going to be easy. At least we tried. Emmy is surrounded by her teammates, all of them congratulating her on the run. Rin seems to be waiting for Emmy to notice that she's arrived. It doesn't seem her style to draw attention to herself, or to emote beyond shrugging. Being more impatient than Rin, I wave to Emmy in her stead. She looks up and grins happily at us. Hey, you showed up. Hey, your fucking blush is going off your face. What's up? We would have brought you a crown of laurels, but Hisao didn't find one. Neither did you. It wasn't my job to look. When did we assign jobs? When I said, see if you can find a laurel branch. Try to keep up. I shrug. Guess Rin's rubbing off on me. Seems it's my fault after all, Emmy. Emmy laughs at Rin and me. It's okay. I'm sure you'll make it up to me somehow. Don't be so sure about that. Sure. Good. So, how'd I look? Very impressive. Emmy seems pleased with this assessment. I didn't mention how much more impressive her performance is given her lack of legs. I figure she knows that already. And we are going to stop it here because we're going a little bit over on time. Peace.